Stream Wednesday. As always, I'm Rob. Miss Joey will be here. For those who are watching this replay, as I'm so look, this is the first time I can actually say I feel tall. But for those who are watching this replay, as always, thank you because the replay gang is strong as always. I love seeing the numbers after the live stream. So for those who are there, I appreciate you. And for those who are in the chat, what is up? All right, let's see who's up in here. Miss Joey will be here in a minute. All right. I see Miss Kim in the building, but I didn't see her on here as the live stream or in the chat. So for those who are in the chat, I can't. And then also my numbers are gone on here, so I don't know who's in the chat right now. So, and then my chat's moving slow. What up, Miss Kim, if you're here? Miss Stephanie's here as well. Oh, snap. What up? Hey, you just came right on in.
I know. You didn't have to bring me in, so that was kind of weird. I
What
wasn't prepared.
Here?
I thought I wasn't doing anything strange.
What is going on here?
I don't know. And you know what? I never saw the intro play. Did it play?
I hope.
It never showed up on my end. Can you let us know in the chat if it played, everyone?
I don't know. I don't see, I didn't see it because I wasn't paying attention.
I was waiting for it to come up on my other screen, and it never came up. You just came up talking. Oh, so I don't know. I don't know if it actually played the intro. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome. Hello, Rob.
Talking if it did. I did all that for no reason. It was just a blank screen. I'm sorry.
I think it was the plan, but
that was the plan. Metalhead in the building. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miss Joey. It's your turn because I'm horrible at doing it.
No, you're not. You're good at it. Anyway, yes, Metalhead Aquatics. Hello and welcome. And I know Steph was in here earlier, and Miss Kim, Ms. 9.5 was in here earlier. Thank you for coming in so early. And Jack and Dan are in here. Lurkin, hello and welcome. Meow Aquatics, welcome. Suds Aquatics. Hello, Chris. How are you? Welcome. Oh, Kim is here. Yep. Hello, Kim. Geek Boy. Hello and welcome. Lumpy Dog. Hello. Welcome. Audra Myers. Hello and welcome. Deanna Ken Aquatics. Kenny E. Welcome. Paul McCarthy. Welcome. Marie Z. Hello and welcome. My Fish Tank Aquatics. Hello and welcome. Monster Fish Gal. Hello and welcome. And then I see 3G. Did I say 3G already? Anyway, hello and welcome again if I already hit you once. And I think I'm down to the bottom, I believe. So hello everyone, welcome. And as always, please give Rob a thumbs up. Smash the like button.
Yeah. So Miss Joey. Yeah. I got some clippies.
Okay.
As always, y'all know I love my clips. It's like I'm always shopping around when I'm looking at weird stuff, and I'm like, oh, let me see what else I can see that people would love to see what I think of. So let's go ahead and go into it. What up, boo? Whoop. Right here. All right. So as always, y'all, I can't see y'all on the other end, and I really can't see y'all as of right now because my screen is all messed up. So we're going to go ahead into this first one because I always love record breakers. Always love record breakers. We got a record break of 45 years. Miss Joey, have you ever seen something that was just like legendary and then it was shattered by something like either bad?
Yeah, and sometimes it's sort of bittersweet.
Is it?
Because the record is held for so long and it's just sort of that thing that everybody tries to achieve, and when it finally gets broken, sometimes it's great. It's great in a way, but sometimes it's a little bit of a letdown, because you put it up on a pedestal for so long, So, but good for them. Hello, Skipper. Welcome.
Yeah, that right there. I mean, you got to be happy for him because you're like, man, that's good fishing right there. You got to be happy for him, but you're like, now that just makes me want to go break it again so I can get that back, right?
Right.
I mean, that's kind of the game.
Well,
that's kind of the game.
But depending, it's like you might not be, depending upon your age or whatever, you might not be able to go back. So
Well, that's
But
true.
so,
Well, yeah, 45. That would be pushing, especially if you're in your 20s. You're like, oh, can I get out there?
right. So, but like I said, it's just a bittersweet thing, but it's always fun. And if you're the one that's broken the record, I mean, hey, you're gonna be excited about it, no question, no question. You know. So
Yeah, but if I was the person that said, okay, look, listen, I just broke this record and it was held for 45 years. I wonder how long it's going to take for my record to be broken and how big that fish is going to have to be. And then I
mhm.
can feel how they felt when they pulled that thing in. You're like, woo!
You know, um, do you know how big the one was before? You know, you said this
Okay.
one was
It
45 pounds.
it was 77 for those who were in those years. Probably a good year for y'all. It says caught the 8 pound 5 ounce. I think that was okay. That was December 3rd. That was that one. So if it was 8 pounds there,
Okay.
it
Huh. Hello, Craig Broderick. Welcome again.
it doesn't say. But yeah, if anyone are in Georgia know about this, I would definitely know. But yeah, that looks
And
just
I was just gonna say, and hello, Scuba Steve Aquatics. Welcome.
scuba. I like that one.
Yeah, welcome.
What up?
Yeah, if anybody knows anything about it, sure. Yeah. I was just curious, what the difference was, how much, as you said, how much larger was this fish, Just
Right.
interesting stuff.
Lumpy, did you say a 1977 model was your first hoopty? Really?
And hi, Lumpy Dog. I don't know if I said hi. Hello.
Lumpy, you can't tell me you 1977 was your first car. Yeah, so I would
There.
definitely want to get a record. What's up?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
What can you
Chris, all
say?
my goldfish are doing great. I get tons as you do as well. But they're great. Thank you for asking.
Thank you, Miss Lori. Miss Lori, thank you so much. And as
Oh, yeah.
always, if you're not following Miss Joey over on her platform, I do have her link in the description as always. And thank you, Miss Lori, for doing your thing. And also, if I do have another mod to drop Miss Lori's link as well, because she is always helping anyone and everyone. And she is also a content creator. So go ahead and swing on by if you can, please. And thank you.
Hi,
Um,
Maria. Hello and welcome.
and now the second clip. This second clip, I had a lot of thoughts to this one. I was like, all right, listen, if I'm sitting here thinking that I had prehistoric fish back in the day, what would I do if I had to go out and catch something like this? For
If you
something that
had to go catch it,
if you had to go out there and catch this for your meal, Miss Joey, are you calling in
wow.
sick or are you going out?
Well, I mean, how big are we talking?
I can't scroll down. Okay, it says 30 feet long. So
Well, I think certainly for those times, it would we wouldn't have had the capability to catch it. It's like no,
that's the only fish you can catch, and you got to go get it.
and
Like,
you got to go get it. I don't know.
you
Don't
going
I
out
mean?
there? I'm not doing it. Nope.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a lost cause.
Yeah, I'm not
Hello,
going out
Mike.
there. If I see that there's already fish that are big and there's another fish bigger than that, then that doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
I mean,
That's
I'd
not
just be a snack. I don't think so. Yeah.
not even a snack. I would be like plankton to them. I probably wouldn't even be any appetized to them. They're like, oh, he's too little.
Thinking they just swim right by.
I would hope.
So if they're gonna swim right by you, and you're just an appetizer. Then yeah, how are you gonna get it?
I'm just an appetizer. I'm like, leftovers. I was somebody, I was like the little piece that fell out of a big fish. That's leftovers. I don't need to eat that.
Yeah, yeah. So, oh hi, Michael Long, welcome.
Yeah, I'm not fishing for a 30-foot fish. That's
Me
when I
neither.
seen that, I go, why in the world do we have so many wonderful things that was back in the day, but we would never really want to encounter them because they were so huge.
Oh yeah, we weren't. Yeah, it wasn't. No.
Because
Yeah.
it's nice to know that we had that stuff and seen it or whatever, if people believe it or not.
But
But
you wouldn't have wanted to try to survive that. Crazy.
no,
You wouldn't be able to get out of the cave. You know what I mean? It's like that, just crazy. You know.
I'm not
I
going
don't think
nowhere. This world is dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you would have been able to move for a minute without, something trying to eat you. So yeah.
Hands down, that would be the scariest time of all time, is knowing that there's something in. I wouldn't even go in the creek. You don't know what's in there. You don't know what's in there.
No, I don't traipse anywhere where I can't see what's in there. So
So you're
I'm
the
not
same
gonna.
as what? So you're the same. Like if you go to an ocean, you won't swim in there because you can't see the bottom.
Not anymore. I used to when I was a kid, but I had a couple weird experiences down here in the bay swimming, and I just decided I had enough of that, and I don't do it anymore. Yeah.
In the chat, do anyone else don't swim in anything they can't see the bottom to? If I can't see the bottom of a hot tub or any kind of anything, I have to be in a tub or I can't see the bottom.
You're
Nope,
not good. Yeah.
nope,
Yeah.
nope. I seen Lake Placid. Okay, I seen Lake Placid. I seen it.
Catfish Nation, Joe, welcome. Oh, T-Bones, hello, welcome. Yeah, I'm just, like I said, when I was a kid, I used to do it all the time, but then, there were a couple experiences down there where something was jabbing my leg and stuff, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to do this anymore. I'm okay with that, so,
Lumpy
but
said
anyway.
lived side by side with dinosaurs. I saw it on a documentary called The
Oh, the
Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Wowzers. Yeah, that's a good one, Lump. That's a
Hey,
good
I
one.
love the Flintstones. But for in real life, no, I wouldn't want to be trying to deal with that. No.
No, that's why I said they're immaculate from a distance and from a knowledge of knowing that they probably were here. I'm good. I don't want to. I don't want to see that. Don't want to see that in no time soon.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
what?
laughing at Michael Long. He says, if you can't see the bottom of the hot tub, there are bigger problems in the tub than the ocean.
That is true too.
True. True.
I saw. I was 9 years old when I saw Jaws. I triple checked the bathtub to make sure there's nothing in it.
I don't blame you. And that probably did affect me, seeing
Did
Jaws.
Jaws get you? Did Jaws get you in the
Oh,
in the
oh,
mode of
yeah.
being on your P's and Q's when you're at an
Oh,
ocean at all times?
absolutely. Hello, Eduardo. Welcome. Yeah. Oh no, Jaws was scary because it could happen. I mean, Jaws was scary, and then like I
Okay.
said, one of the times down at the ocean, we had just swam out to a boat that was offshore, moored off the shore, and we were just, hanging on the end of the boat talking, and something poked me in the leg like 3 times, and I mean jabbed me hard, and I panicked and swam for shore, and I think that was the last time I swam down in the ocean. I don't know what it was, but it scared me to death. I was like, I probably swim faster than just like in the movie. Swim. So no, I don't do it anymore. Don't need to.
So
Don't need to.
you're saying now that some movies can get you a little riled up of thinking that there could be something happening in some
Oh
water,
yeah.
like piranhas, some
Oh
of the
yeah.
piranhas. I'm like, hey, look, listen, that may not happen. I don't know, but look, that could be true. I'm good. I don't want to find out.
No, yeah. I mean, it's one thing when you're watching something that basically can't happen or whatever, and it's a fun movie and okay. But yeah, things like piranha and sharks and snakes. It's
So
like,
Finding Nemo is what got you into the
right.
hobby, and those
But
scared you to go into the ocean.
yeah, it's like, no, yeah, I'm good.
I
Uh,
like it. I like it. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. I was like, yeah, yeah, and I'm glad I don't live by an ocean. And
and I just
I don't like the beach or the ocean.
I swam down there every day when I was a
Nah.
kid. I mean, when we were old enough to be able to go down by ourselves, we would go down before the tide came in, and we would play in the clam flats in the channel and stuff. And collect little hermit crabs and the horseshoe crabs and stuff, and we had a blast.
2-1
But
with nature. 2-1 with
I think
nature.
it was just maybe, like you said, maybe just that movie and that experience, and then there was another time when something kind of weird happened, and I was just like, no, I'm done. I'm done.
I wouldn't even test the waters anymore.
I know.
I wouldn't test the waters anymore. Was a movie that sealed my ocean swimming adventures. Really?
Orca, yeah,
Was
yeah,
that
that's a scary one too. But
Was that another messed up movie?
oh well, yeah, about a killer whale
Oh
that,
well,
that
dang.
ate people. Yeah, so yeah. Um, and look, obviously, people swim all the time, and there's no problems. But then, there are those people that go out and surf all the time, and then there's that one day, that really bad day when that happens. It was a really bad day,
Really?
So.
Like I see. That's why if I already know that's a risk I'm gonna maybe run into, my luck is better than that than a lottery. So I
No,
might as
see,
well
Ken.
not take that.
Yeah, Ken's talking about um, Lake. Is it Lake Titicaca? And the huge snapping turtles while they're water skiing. Yeah, no, you know, I know
Yeah.
you're going fast, but what if what if something goes wrong and that's where you get bogged down in the water and then you're sitting there waiting for them to come back and get you by the snapping turtles? No,
Yeah. It's just like this gentleman who was flying a plane and he had bad luck. His plane was already crashing, but his crash site was on a train track where the train was coming. Like that's just bad luck on top of bad luck. You're like, I've already crashed, and now there's gonna be another crash if I don't get out of here.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's crazy.
It's like no,
And then
no,
Miss
you
Kim
know.
said she stopped scuba diving after
Mm.
Jaws came out. Like y'all was living life while I wasn't even born yet. Dang. I'm over
And
here
hey,
like
don't forget in the deep when they were down there, trying to get the treasure, and there was the moray eel in that ship, and they, and then in the end, he knew the eel was there, and then they were fighting underwater, and he shoved his head in the hole. Those guys,
mm,
and that was nasty.
that was a
So yeah,
movie.
the deep, yeah, I actually love that movie,
I
but
gotta
that
watch
was a
that
scene
now.
in there. That was a scene in there with the moray eel. Yep, yep.
I gotta watch that now. That doesn't sound too that sounds like it's a
Yeah.
good one. What up,
I,
Melvin?
yeah. Hi, Melvin. How are you? I saw you come in, and then I don't know. Okay, Lori's on that one. So we'll go right past that. Um, anyway, yeah, I'm sure there's somebody in here that has seen that movie, The Deep.
I need to go ahead and check that out because if that's
It's,
the
it's
case,
Nick Nolte, you know, and
is
Robert Shaw from Jaws.
oh, so
I love
he
that
just
movie.
he just loves aqua movies, huh?
Yeah, it's all about the ocean, all about it. Yeah. So.
Um, yeah, there was not any significant movies that made me well, Lake Classic really did. That was the very first movie I was like, I'm never going to a place that looks just like that.
What do you mean, Steffi? Nobody remembers the eel. I do.
What's the eel? What was the eel?
The moray eel in the
Oh,
movie.
that was the okay. So no one remembers
It
that one.
was the big one, and he was able to bite the guy's head. It's a good size. you know.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't imagine seeing these movies back in that time. Going, yeah.
Okay. Eduardo has seen it. He's seen the deep. I know my sister Steph has seen it.
So,
Um,
so they stopped you from loving the sea. Dang, these were traumatized films, weren't
you
they?
think about it, and up here, the water is not clear up here. You don't have a lot of visibility. I know, you know, um, the Atlantic Ocean just is. It's I don't know if it's just colder, full of more plankton and just more
Really?
stuff. And you can't usually see much more than a couple feet ahead of you at best. It's like you can't go underwater and see, 20 feet over, you can't. So that's why it's scary, you know. There's no visibility. It's not like when you
Um,
go to Florida or something and the water's
y-
real pretty and clear. No.
y- when you say you can't see the bottom of something and they're saying, yeah, let's go out here and do this. No, you're on your own. You are on your own. I got to tell your story if you go missing. I
And
got to tell your story.
if you know, I'm not been a diver, but I certainly have known plenty of people that have done that and in this area. And they won't even go out after a bad storm or if it's really windy because it kicks up so much in the water that they said sometimes when you get underneath, if you can't see your bubbles, you lose your equilibrium. You don't know what's up or down. So it's kind of scary,
So
you know.
you're
So
in
I
the
was like, okay, I don't
maze.
need to dive either.
You're in a maze while you're trying to swim and
I
maneuver and
I
get back where you
think
are.
yeah, I think that the visibility is bad on any given day, or you just get into an area where things are getting kicked up. You can you can get disoriented and not know what's up or down. So that would be really scary to me.
That just made my heart drop. I ain't even in the situation.
Yeah, I mean that would freak me out. I won't. I never would scuba dive. It's because it scared me. I would snorkel, but I wouldn't scuba dive.
I've never done any of that because I can't. Anyone in the chat's done that? Anyone?
Well, Kim has.
I've
Kim,
seen
I know
Kim
Kim used to
hasn't.
dive.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I can't. I
Okay,
love to
Kim says
swim, but I
that's
won't.
very true. Yes, it's very true that you can get disoriented. I know. I've heard plenty of stories. I've heard people
No.
tell me experiences like, you know, geez, that day I almost didn't, you know, get out because I couldn't figure out, you know, I went into a cave or I went into, you know, a sunken ship or something. And
Let's not go
so,
into a cave where I don't know where it's going to end. Let's just admire the cavery over there and move on our merry way. You know, let's just. Why would
yeah.
you go into a cave?
Well, people just want to explore or they're treasure hunting or
Explore.
I I didn't say I wanted to, but some people want to, and you know they want to find maybe find a treasure or something.
Okay,
Um,
find the treasure. That doesn't seem too
and
appealing to
just look, you
me.
know, look around in an old shipwreck for fun. You know,
I
not me, but some people.
well, and if they live to tell that story, I would ask them what made you really want to go there.
I don't know. You know, what makes somebody want to climb a mountain? You know, I mean, we know somebody that climbed Everest. He's literally missing the ends of his fingers and everything, but he was just driven, compelled to climb. You know, so what makes us, you know, what makes people want to run a marathon? I don't know. I mean, everybody just has a different drive. You know,
Yeah,
I don't want to run 26 miles, but there are
yeah,
people that do.
yeah. I see what you're saying.
Um, you know, thrill seekers, whatever. You know, there's just something that compels them to do it.
Kenny, you scuba dive. I can only imagine you scuba diving. You would scare animals or any kind of thing, and that was in there because you would actually look like something. Because you're already like 7 foot, and then you're adding on the flippers, and then you got this big old tank on you. You just look all kinds of crazy. I would be scared too. I'd be like, "What is that?" Oh, that's Kenny. Never mind. Keep on going.
Look like something out of a James Bond movie or something. Here comes Kenny, right?
He
Hey,
takes off his
T-Bone has an
mask.
experience. T-Bone has an experience. He says, I remember snorkeling one day and a huge octopus shot off the front of me and I just about walked on water. I thought it was a rock and it moved at lightning speed and I pooped myself.
My heart would have been in my
I
thing.
think, I'm sure. I mean, it was like something like that would just, oh my goodness.
You wouldn't know what
Just
the
send
outcome of that is. You don't know where it went. You're like, oh my goodness, where'd it go? It's like a spider in water. You're like, where'd it go?
Yeah, and we're mentioning sharks and whales and other things, and they're poisonous snakes, but there are so many things that can also hurt you in a river or in the ocean. You know,
I never
it's
thought
like,
about
so
it
yeah,
that way.
I definitely want to see where I am. I would not, I would not be driving, in Florida and see a little creek off the side of the road and jump out with a bucket and a net. I'm not doing it. Oh, there's so many things that I just feel could get me. It's like, I'm not doing that. You know?
Yeah, no. When my father was like, "Hey, Rob, let's go parasailing," and I was like, "Yeah, pops, let's do it. Long, long as nothing happens." So first off, it's cold. It's in Florida. To me, it's cold, and I'm like, "All right, cool." They get the person down. They get us on there. First off, we're on a banana boat, so I have to hold on to this thing like this, right? So I'm not used to this because I'm from Arkansas and I was raised in Indiana. So like we didn't have all this stuff. So I'm holding on to. I was like, "This how you get to the boat?" They're like, "Yeah, hold on." I was like, "This how y'all treat me?" Okay, cool. Like, what up,
Yeah,
Pierre?
just
What up, man? I appreciate you for
I,
being here.
I
Uh,
know. Hello,
so I'm
Lord.
holding on. I'm getting there, and then we get there. So they winch us up. They get us all in this thing, and they have us in the air. And then, like, it feels like the tension in the rope because we're pairs. It feels like the tension in the rope is slacking a little bit, and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on here?" And then you
And
feel
now
a
you're out
little
here by
rattle.
yourself.
You feel a little rattle right here. I'm like, "Hey, I just ate. I shouldn't be feeling like this right now. I literally just ate. I shouldn't feel like my stomach's empty. What's going on?" So they roll us in and like, "Hey, the winch just broke. We're lucky we even got you in. We were gonna land you in the water." I said, "You would have been in a fight if you would have landed me in that water, sir. I'm being completely honest. If I would have got on this boat, you would have been you would have had to be able to fight or run because I'm letting you know now. You would have got me in there, I would have been very hot."
Been very, very unhappy.
But they had to
Hello,
shut it
Eric.
down. I was like, "You telling me it broke in midair?" They're like, "Yeah, it broke. We were trying to think that we didn't know we were gonna do." I was like, they're like, "So
Yeah.
luckily we had a spare little thing, but we're gonna have to shut the rest of the day down. Have a good day." I was like,
Okay, thanks. Awesome.
I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah,
So,
Dad, we're not doing this no more."
so is it Scouse Scaper? I don't know if I'm, or Scouse? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but hello and welcome. And Eric Wyrock, welcome.
Welcome. Yes. That right there, yeah. Water features and stuff like that, no more. I think I have bad luck with all that. So that's like now I've said my odds are easy. So like they're like, "Hey Rob, you going on a roller coaster or a ride?" No, because now I think they're gonna break on me too. No.
Uh, so, what does Kim have in her yard? Javelina? What's javelina? I don't know what that is. She says lots of babies. Mom gets nasty and will charge you. So I got it. Scoutscaper. Okay, good. What I don't know what javelina is. Do you? Is
No,
that
I
wild
was
boar?
I
Are
was
those wild boars? Is that wild boar? Hogs. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was
you
just
guys
like,
you guys had an educated word right there for me. I was like, um
well, all of a sudden I'm like, yeah. Okay, furry pig. Okay, good. Well, yeah, they're, you know, wild pigs. I think aren't anything to mess around with. So yeah, I imagine they do want to look like hairy pigs. I do. They do want to protect their baby. Well, anything kind of, protects its baby.
that is definitely true.
Designed to. Unless it's one of the species that eats their baby.
Well,
There are
yeah,
those.
definitely
There are those.
convicts being one of those.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Some take care of them and some eat them. That's
That
how it is.
that is an interesting topic, Miss Joey. When I first started fish keeping, getting into fish keeping, and I'm like, "Oh man, my fish just got eggs, this, that, and the other," and I go in there the next week and they're gone. I'm like,
Yeah. Hot lunch.
it
Yep.
hurt me a little bit. I was like, "Y'all do that?" And then I had to do some research because like I said, I've only started fish keeping for only so long. So when you start to get certain species of fish that you have not kept before, and you start to learn what they're doing, you're like, "Yo, they're eating their kids."
Yeah, there's some that eat their kids, and then there's some that eat the eggs, and then there's some that don't eat any. You know, I mean, the convicts typically don't eat their own fry. It's everybody else that's eating them.
That's true. That is true too.
They usually are actually really good parents with their own fry, but it's all the others that are sitting there like vultures, just waiting to pick them off.
Yeah, especially the juveniles that are almost just
If they're
about
not
full adults. They're like right there, and they'll pick you off. Like you'll see it.
yeah,
You'll be like, no, 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 don't go that way. Don't. Oh, you're gone.
right. It's like "Oop, you're gone. Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, if they're separated, they're really great parents and they do a good job. But yeah, if
Mhm.
you're just letting them community breed, oh yeah, it's
Oh,
just hot fun. I can tell you something super disgusting. Do you want to hear it?
well, you can't say that and not to go along with that. Now that's
Well,
just a
okay,
wrong.
but before that, I'm going to say it's halftime, people. Smash the like
Oh,
button.
you got me. You got me.
So,
You got me.
so when I had my pet store, there are things that I had in the store that I had not necessarily had as a pet growing up. And originally it was just a fish store, but a couple of years in, we opened up we had 2 floors and opened up the second level and had, a little pet store. So we had a bird room and, the usual things, hamsters and mice and whatever, So one of the grossest things I ever saw was um, hamsters that had given birth. And they were giving birth and literally turning around and eating the babies like little hot dogs. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, they were just cannibalizing about as fast as they were having them. It was insane.
That right there
It's
had
like,
to be a nervous time for you. You're like,
I, and it wasn't like they didn't have food. They had food. They were clean, all things. It was just like, oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like this.
what is going on here?
Yeah, yeah. Hello, Papa Shrimp. Welcome. Yeah, it was crazy, disgusting. I was just
Yeah.
like, oh,
What's
you
that
know. But
emoji? Oh, yeah.
I don't do things, They do things.
That is true. I mean, for the good or for the bad. I mean, we don't know what it is. They could send something. Maybe they're just
Right. There
new.
could have been something wrong with them or whatever. But from our perspective, we're just looking at these little babies that are, come out and they're cleaned up and whatever, and then they just start eating them. I'm like, okay,
I,
cool.
yeah, that would definitely be a, a life changing experience. Yeah, you're right.
Hmm.
That was really messed up. That was
Yeah.
I,
And
I that
it
was
was
the messed up thing.
it was somehow worse than watching fish eat their babies. It really was on a different level.
Yeah, I would definitely say that was topping over that chart for sure. Because that, I mean,
Right, put it
especially,
this way, it wasn't a one bite thing.
dang.
Yeah, so it was like, ooh.
So,
Anyway,
it just is like if you see fish eating them, you're like, oh. Especially if you
but
can't breed them.
yeah, you do get kind of sad, and especially in the beginning when you're new to the hobby, and maybe it's your first spawn, and you're so excited, and yeah, and then they do that. It's disappointing,
Yeah,
but
because you don't know what you're doing, and there's been times where I'm just like, wait a minute, I had a full fresh batch in here, and y'all ate them.
yeah. Now, typically, I would use convicts as an example. It's like it's okay if all of them don't make it, because my goodness,
That is true.
they have a few. They have a few.
They have
So,
a lot more than just a few. Um,
hmm
if you let them
hmm
go, you may never get out of the weeds with them. And some
I
fish
understand.
stores won't even take them,
Oh,
but they
right.
sell
No,
them.
I have one of my tanks where they're put it this way, they're doing really well. They've got a nice population going. They're doing okay. Even I'm like, where are these babies hiding? It's like they got to be hiding in the crevices of rocks or something. It's like, how are they surviving? But they do. They do. So hey, if they can survive it, then they're welcome to live in the tank. It's like, you do
Especially in that
it.
tank. Especially in that
Yeah,
tank. I mean,
yeah.
but
So,
there's been times where I've had to like switch out like different convicts that I want to give them. Like, hey, look, listen, I don't want no money from them, but I just need to put them somewhere. Can you take them? They're like, yeah, we won't take them.
Right.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I think some people use them as feeder fish as well. There are places I think that will take them if
I've
they're
never
small.
seen them, but they've sold them.
Yeah.
Like they've had albino ones for $9.99, and I'm like, you have albino ones over there. So
They're convict.
Uh-oh.
The black convict. Yeah.
One more time, Miss Joe, you were is kind of.
I went out to lunch for a minute. Okay. No, I just said they don't want to take the regular, like the black convict. They don't want the regular ones.
Yep, they don't want those. Yeah, I've never seen them as feeder fish, but they still sell those too. Those are like $5.99, I think. I haven't bought them in a while, so. But
Yeah.
you can't get them off your hands unless you're truly like someone like us who like convicts. You're like, I'll take them off your hands.
Well, I mean, my experience is they're not willing to take enough that would make a difference. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, yeah, I'll take two. I'm like, oh, okay. Two at a time or one at a time. It's like, yeah, that's going to get the numbers down. You know what I mean? It's like they just, instead of keeping a whole tank of them, they just want like one, Hello, Jamaica.
And as you're taking them to the fish store, they're making some back at the house. You're like, no,
Yeah.
I can't.
Well,
do it.
in that case, I don't separate them because, as you said, you only just need so many, and someday I'll do something else again, But for right now, I'm good. We're good.
So,
We
has there
just need
ever
that.
been a time where you're like, I love convicts so much, but I'm just like needing to get rid of them yet?
I just have the two tanks right now, so I have the calico convicts in one tank, and then I have a cross. The other tank is a cross of calico and the black. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what those end up looking like, whether they're just going to look like straight black convicts or whether they'll show any, whether you might get that one random one that has the dilute gene or something, so you might
Okay.
get something different. I'm just waiting to see if they breed something different in that tank. But I'm not trying really hard at it. I'm not pulling them out and separating and doing all the things that I could do if I wanted to, to try to build a new line, because as you know, then I'd have to dedicate like 10 or 12 tanks to it, and I don't want to do that. So
That
I'm
is a
just letting you kind of
process.
do it. Yeah. Yeah. I've done it before with different species, and I just don't want to go that route right now. So I'm just not working that hard at it.
But you're adding more tanks, aren't you, though?
I am, but I'm adding bigger tanks for goldfish.
Oh, see,
I just
the
set up. I
goldfish
just
always
set
get
up.
more love.
Goldfish will get more love. Yeah, I set up a 75, a 30. I'm setting up a 55. I got another 75. I'm going to set up. So, but those are probably all going to be for goldfish. I think one tank I might put the angels in, another batch of angels in there, but mostly they're goldfish tanks. Yep.
So that's kind of how what my title was, is little big or is big little. So you having bigger tanks, is that more, little load on you. You ain't got to worry about doing so many water changes on small tanks and stuff like that.
It does make a difference that way.
Okay.
Bigger tanks are definitely easier, as you
Uh-huh.
said, to do water changes on. Um, you can start a siphon hose and walk away and keep doing other things. But, on a 5-gallon tank, if you start a siphon hose and walk away, it's like, and you get tied up or a phone call, you could drain that tank very quickly. And a large tank, there's a little bit more forgiveness there. You could forget about it for a few minutes, and you're still going to have 50 gallons in there, but you can get into trouble with a small tank. Plus, you can siphon out your fish or your fry. So, small tanks are more work. They are, for sure.
I've done that, just siphoning out 5 gallons, and I had a peef puffer and I didn't know where it went. And I'm like,
Yep.
no.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
So,
happens. Even if you're like just doing that. All right. So, and also for that title as well, big is always little and little is big. But as far as number size and stuff, so this last one is, first off, kudos to this person for catching so many. What up, S? This person
Oh,
caught
hi,
so many fish.
Sean. Welcome. But what kind of fish did they? I mean,
These
they
are
literally.
crappies.
So did they catch them? You know, like reeling them in, or they just net
Yeah,
them?
I didn't read all the way, but it may either way it goes. This is why it messes up for those who are trying to do right by the law of fishing. 152 over your limit. Come on, y'all. That's overkill, literally. Like, first off, you need to take me where you are with this amount of number because I need to catch this kind of stuff right here. Okay, that's great. 152, Miss Joey.
But I mean, I don't even know. I mean, could you possibly use those personally? I mean, unless you're gonna
Right.
take them all, are you gonna clean them all out? Are you gonna freeze them? Are you gonna do something with them? I mean, that's a lot of fish.
Thank
And I
you.
feel like it's a waste if you're not gonna do anything with it. I get that it's fun to catch, but you know, if you're really not gonna, you know, like I always say, I'm cool with somebody going out and going deer hunting and whatever, but you know, you use the meat. Don't just shoot it and leave it. If you know, and take the
Right.
antlers and walk off. You know, I mean, I just feel like it's a waste. You know.
A true waste of something like that. It is not like they're in water or anything for you to be transporting them to another area. No, they're just
Right.
laying, chilling. Like, are you going to sell those? That doesn't seem to be sellable.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't. Yeah, but like I said, take me where you fish because I would definitely want to fish this place because 152 over the limit.
Yeah. Exactly. Um. Oh wow. Okay. Hold on. So Kim's talking about tarantulas. Sorry. I
Tarantulas?
don't like. I am not a spider person. I don't like that song. I don't like spiders and snakes. No, I don't. I don't. I don't
I
like.
don't.
Don't
I
like.
don't either.
But
I
and
don't.
then Eduardo, thank you. That's what I'm setting up more tanks for. I have lots more than what's in this tank. I had when I was joking that day and said I could do the top 100 goldfish in my fish room. I could do that in a minute. I have so many more than that. I
So
got a
many
lot of
more.
gold. Yeah, I have a lot of goldfish.
Well, it's just like me saying my favorite, and I'm like, well, that's one of my favorite because I got so many.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pick my favorite convict out
Right.
of the 100. You know, I was just joking around. I was like, oh no, I could do my 100 top goldfish, no problem.
We
You know,
have tarantulas in Arizona. They do jump, but they can run faster than you can.
do they run you
Hold on,
down?
time.
Do they chase you? I'm like, I can't imagine.
Hold on, time out. She said that people,
They chase you?
there's people. Hold on, time. I'm fast. Okay.
You want to? We gotta have tarantula races.
No, no, we're not. No, but I'm saying if I already know I'm fast and I already can hear that a spider can outrun me, that's a tarantula. I'm not living there. I'm fast.
Kim said when they sold spiders in the pet store she worked at, she said you can buy a spider, but you have to reach in and get it yourself.
Because if you already getting it, you already know what you're doing. Get your spider, whatever you
Right,
want. I got you, and then put it in this container
right. It's
right
like
here.
no, I'm good. I'm not a reptile person. I'm not a spider person. I don't want a shark. I don't want a snapping turtle. I don't.
I don't want none of that.
I don't want stuff that wants to eat me or bite me. Hello,
Um,
hustle. Hello.
The first time I actually held a tarantula, it was a pig-toe tarantula. It was little itty bitty thing. My science teacher brought it in. It was fine. I was cool with that.
Yeah,
But then it got a
yeah.
little crazy, and I was like, yeah, take it, take it, take it, take it.
But don't they like? Isn't there like? I guess you call it fur. Isn't it itchy? Like, doesn't it? Um,
Oh yeah, it
Make
shakes
you
the
know,
little
kind of
hairs off.
make you kind of like make you itchy when they walk across your arm. Like that would be weird.
Yeah.
But to hold, you have to hold still, and you want to pull away. So I don't know. So I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah, see, Kim knows the idea. Run. Yeah, no, this ain't Spider-Man over here. I'm not doing this. Uh,
Kim says she'll run if a spider gets near.
you have, and see, we don't have. I think we have some snakes here, but like we never really encountered them. Like I've never really encountered them, and a couple times, but
You have snakes.
Yeah, I've never really wanted to go over there and check them out. Like you do you, and I'm gonna go this way.
I try to.
And then if I can't find you and you're in the same area, I'm leaving because I'm not going to be the guy that goes, where is it? And then it's right there on me or somewhere near me or something. It's just time to go. Let's end it. We're not fishing no more. We're not doing nothing. Rob is going home.
But T-Bone, don't you have the brown snake and the trapdoor spider over there?
Trapdoor Spider.
Yeah, those things. It's like I like watching it on TV, but I don't ever want to see one.
Hold on, time out. Time out. A trapdoor spider.
If I'm correct, they kind of live in the ground, and they have their little nest or home or whatever in an area where they build a door out of, I don't know, stuff to make it look like leaves and whatever. And they literally must sit there and, peek through the crack. And when something comes along that they want, the door opens and they nab it and go back into their little hut.
And people want to live where they live.
Yeah.
Eight-Legged Freaks was another movie I thought that I didn't like either because those spiders got big, okay?
No, I can wait until the snakes get in my garage. I don't want them in there. Oh, Michael Long says I'm correct. Yeah, I'm like, all these
so
things.
They don't
freak
get
me
too
out.
big. What's 3 centimeters? What's centimeters converted? Okay, about that big. About that big.
Isn't it pretty big? Yeah, that's a good size. That's big. That's a big spider.
About that big, right?
I think so.
That's pretty big, dude.
Oh, T-Bone says, don't forget the giant bird-eating spider. I didn't know about that one. Oh, no.
Bird,
like spider.
And a spider.
Like what size can they eat?
That's a strong web.
Yeah. Well, I mean, webs in general are strong. Have you ever tried just taking a hose, and trying to hose off a spider web on a window outside or something? They don't just hose off. I mean, they are actually strong. They're built well.
Well, I'm the short person, so I always walk into the web and everyone else is fine. I'm the one that's always like, oh.
Yeah, we have these zipper spiders up here. Those things take a little chunk out of you. They hurt. And they literally build a web, and you usually see them around fruit bushes, blackberry bushes and things like that. And they build this web, and it has, in the middle of the web, it has this little zipper area. It looks like a zipper. And then they are black, and they have this yellow zipper thing on their back, and they're pretty good size. And when they bite, it hurts, and they take a chunk out of you.
No.
And I don't like them. I don't like them.
I wouldn't. I would say no.
Yeah.
That I'm glad I live in a place where people are scared of stuff like that, so they try to get rid of it. I mean, I know it sucks. I mean, but hey, look, I wouldn't. You would hear a lot of stuff like that happen. I'm not. What's going on?
I'm just laughing at some of the comments. I'm laughing. Even Jamaica wants to know if they can eat the spiders. Just sorry, I'm just reading and laughing.
Oh no, I can't be eating no spiders either. Does anyone eat spiders here? Anyone?
And I'm laughing at the fact that I'm not even sure how we got on spiders, and we've been on spiders a while.
Because I think that's a strong dislike for a lot of us right here.
Yeah, I'm on that page. Definitely on that page.
The giant bird spider is the size of a dinner plate. What?
What size birds do they eat, T-Bone, and where do they live?
A size of a
Have
dinner
you ever had
plate?
one? Have you ever had one around your house? I mean, what do they just bite your whole hand? I mean,
How
what
do
do
you
they
kill it
do?
with a gun? Like, come on.
You'd have to like drop a trash can.
Do
I
you
don't
gotta
know.
stab that thing? What in the world? No bug spray is gonna kill that thing. It would get
I got
mad
one
because
more.
you're spraying it. Yeah, it would get mad because you're spraying it.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. Crazy.
Angry wolf
Crazy.
spiders are fun to deal with. What? Angry is not the word you should put in front of a wolf spider.
No, but they are right. We do get those up here, and they can be, yeah. Mm. And then we get the brown recluse, which is not, it's good size. It's not huge, but if they bite you and you won't feel it, if some people have a real problem, they get really allergic. I mean, some people have died from it, but sometimes it'll just kill like the area where it bites, and it will
The
literally like
flesh,
rot
yeah.
out. Yeah, and it can be like golf ball size, so it's crazy. So yeah, I try to keep those things out of the house.
I'm not tall enough to be Spider Man. I can be the sidekick though.
It's like, oh my goodness.
You would never really need a
Wolf
big
spider.
broom.
I know. There was a wolf spider in the barn one day, and my daughter's like, "Mom, get that." She wasn't gonna get it. I had to chase it down. It was big. It was a big one. It got a little bigger after I got done with it. Made a little
Now,
splat.
yeah, now that right there, I couldn't seeing any kind of size spider like that. I gotta leave. I gotta leave. I got to. House of Bling, what's up? Appreciate you for showing the love. Long time no see.
Hello. Um, well,
I
you just don't want them around. I don't want them around. You
I
know.
no. If I see a spider, I'll kill it. I mean, sometimes if it's small enough, I'll put it out there. But I can't. I can't. No. If it's
I'm
over
sure
a
there's
certain amount,
I'm sure there's somebody that could find the statistic, but there is one out there that says how many spiders that we all ingest and eat in a lifetime, I think, because they crawl into your mouth while you're sleeping and
nah. Don't
stuff.
tell me that. Don't. No. It's just like when you download the app for how much crime's going around your house. You're like, oh, I should have never downloaded this app.
Yeah. I think there's like an amount that they say you've probably ingested and eaten while you're sleeping.
Don't say that. Or like something being in my ear. Oh, don't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm be sleeping with a whole little helmet on and stuff now. Oh man, mouth guard on. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Uh,
Oh, bad. I can't even do it now. Oh, don't ever Google anything up. I think it just makes you want to just think more and more when you Google stuff. I don't even want to do that no more.
mhm. Oh, Eduardo says, spiders are the front. Look, I'm okay when they're out doing their own thing. I don't want them in my house, or in my car or in my barn where I'm working. And they can be outside all they want, but I don't want them in my area. I
There
don't,
you go. There you
you
go.
know.
Yeah, if it, like I said, dinner plate size spider. No, no.
Yeah.
And if that's getting on my face,
But I
oh,
think Fish TV Jamaica wants to know if those are edible.
oh, come on, Mr. Riley.
I mean, that seems like it would be a meal.
You wake
Really
up
tastes
to a
so disgusting.
you wake up to a spider on your face like this.
Yeah. That's a horror movie. It's right up there with it's
Oh,
right up there with for you.
oh,
Jack and Diane.
I would lose all consciousness. I won't move. I won't move. People with a face mask on?
Even
Word.
Jack doesn't want the spider in his ears or anything. Ear wigs. Oh, that's another thing. I mean, literally ear wigs. Yeah.
Oh,
They can be nasty. I knew somebody that had one get in their ear, and man, it wreaked
oh
havoc. It
what?
did. They got in this guy's ear, and yep, caused the guy a lot of problems. A lot of
I
problems.
can't hear as it is. But that may be a good thing, though. That may be a good thing.
Yeah.
That wouldn't. Oh nope. See, that's what I'm saying. Now I'm gonna just sleep with nose plugs. I'm not gonna be able to breathe. I'm gonna probably pass away from not able to
You're
breathe or hear nothing. Like, just,
gonna be like, "What's Rob doing? He's just sleeping in his bubble."
oh man, I'm gonna have an alarm system
Big
on it,
deal.
a hyper chain on it, so when you come through, you get all the little sanitizer on you. You got to get all that. Like it. Nope. No. Oh no.
Look, there's no way we can keep everything out. We can't keep everything at bay. You have to reach a level that you can control, and
I
after
can't
that,
be
you kind of gotta
controlling
let.
of that. Yeah, no, I gotta leave after that if I can't control it.
Oh God, Jay and
Tracy,
Steve.
what's up? Long time no see. Appreciate you swinging on
Yeah.
through.
Well, Audra, what you can't see is as I'm talking, I'm here kind of wringing my hands as we're talking about. I got
No.
my hands in my lap, kind of like, yeah, ooh, I can't do that.
So everyone, oh, and see, look, here's the thing. I always do this in the morning, and some people may have to do this around the world as well. I seen something in a like a YouTube video, and they're like, I check my shoes every morning because you never know there's a spider in there. So there was one time I actually, because I always did it after that. I was like, yo, I'm scared of spiders, and that's somewhere they would go, right? So I'm thinking, all right, let me do this. There was one time that there was an actual spider in my thing, and I was like,
You know, you know, this is funny. Sorry, it's not a spider. So my son was, I think that he was in junior high. Anyway,
mhm.
had a friend over for a sleepover, and they had been out by the pool in the hot tub, whatever, night before, and they had left their shoes out on the deck.
Uh-oh.
So the next morning, when they wanted to go off and go do whatever, they went out and got their shoes. And my son is sitting in the recliner, and he went to put his shoe on, and a tree frog jumped out of the shoe right onto his face, and he screamed and fell over backwards in the recliner. It was hilarious, but I mean, it would freak you out. But yeah, and they had those little suction cups, so it literally comes out of his shoe and is like right on his face.
Oh,
I wish I had that as a video. That was
oh no. Oh, I'm out of drink. Oh no.
funny. This stream has caused you to drink.
I can't believe it. Oh, especially funny story since we're almost done and we'll get I thought I almost had Rona the other day and I was on the phone with Miss Joey. I was like, hey Miss Joey, I'm sorry. Because I was eating food and I just had this film on my teeth and my tongue. I was like, maybe I just need to eat something. I had to refresh my palate. I'm like, this is weird. I can't taste anything. So I go over to the adult beverages area and I'm like, let's see.
Yes, I remember this.
And I take a swig of,
Mm-hmm.
of some water.
A
And let's
white
just say I was still there because
liquid.
I was still there because it tasted all of water.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Mm-hmm.
out of it now. So, Miss Joey, as always, we have reached the final minute already. I can't believe it. Went that
It's
quick.
the final. Yep, the final countdown.
So go
Well,
ahead and say your kind words.
thank you everyone for coming. Though it's been fun. I don't think we talked. We talked a little bit about fish, but then we went on to
Yeah,
reptiles
we
and
did.
really hung on the spiders for a while because that was a good conversation. But anyway, thank you everyone. It was fun tonight. Appreciate everyone for coming in, and don't forget, if you haven't already, smash the like button.
Yeah. As always, I appreciate you, Miss Joey. Thank you so much. And for those who have not followed her yet, her link is in the description. As always, I appreciate it if y'all can go over there. Uh, it's been a good one for those who are watching this replay. Thank you so much. And we will see y'all next week. I'm trying to get some people up here. We're getting this working for the new year. So it'll be fun. For those who are lurking, as always, thank you so much. See y'all next week. Be kind, be courteous, y'all.
Bye, everyone.